Hello students, welcome back to the Econometric Methods course. In this session, we will discuss about the estimation of another simple linear regression model. Let us take an example of cost function or cost model. In economic theory, cost function is a relation between output and total cost. This model assumes a linear or proportional relationship between the total cost and the output. The data in the given example contains the details about the total cost corresponding to different output levels. Using this detail, we are going to estimate the total cost function. Let us consider a simple linear cost function or cost model. Here it is y is equal to alpha plus beta x plus u, where y is the total cost and x denotes output. U is the random error term. The estimation involves the calculation of alpha hat, beta hat coefficients, followed by standard error of alpha hat, standard error of beta hat, r square, f and t values. For estimating all these values, we have to go through certain stages. So, let us consider this example where y is total cost and x is output, and the total cost given is 80, 44, 51, 70, 61, and output corresponding is 12, 4, 6, 11, 8. Overall 5 data are given in this case. For computation of the estimates, we have to change y in column wise arrangement. Similarly, x also can be changed to a column wise arrangement. So, here in this case we sum up all the y values together and get a total 306. Similarly, the values of all x, capital X together gives total 41. From this value we can calculate the mean or the average of y, which is y bar equal to sigma y by n. Here the computed total y is 306. So, 306 divided by the total number of data 5 gives us the answer 61.2, which is the mean of y. In the same way, we find the mean of x bar, also the average of x. This is nothing but sigma x by n. So, when we substitute sigma x 41 by n as 5, we get the answer 8.2. So, the mean x bar is 8.2. The next computation is the deviation y is equal to y minus y bar. As we have already calculated y bar as 61.2, we use it for calculation here. So, take capital Y value and subtract it by 61.2 to get the values of first small y. The same process you can calculate 44 minus 61.2 and get the second y value. Remember, these are all deviated y values, small y values. So, we proceed with all the 5 data and get 18.8 minus 17.2, 51 minus 61.2 gives minus 10.2, 70 minus 61.2 gives 8.8, 61 minus 61.2 gives us minus 0.2. As the same process we follow for finding small x, the deviation x minus x bar is the formula, where x bar as calculated is 8.2. So, substitute 8.2. So, capital X here in the first data is 12.12 and 12 minus 8.2 gives us 3.8. Similarly, follow up with stages. 4 minus 8.2 gives minus 4.2, 6 minus 8.2 gives us minus 2.2, 11 minus 8.2 is 2.8, and 8 minus 8.2 is minus 0.2. After finding the deviations, we switch on to the next element, x into y. So, this is small x and small y multiplied together. So, here in this case, small x, the first case is 3.8 multiplied with 18.8 gives us the answer 71.44. Similarly, minus 4.2 into minus 17.2 gives us the result 72.24. Following, minus 2.2 into minus 10.2 gives us 22.44, 2.8 into 8.8 gives us 24.64, and last minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 gives us 0.04. The next step is sum total of all sigma small x y, and when we total up, the answer comes to around 190.08. In the next column, we go with the square of the deviation, that is x small x. So, x square value has to be found. So, here the first x value, deviation x value that we have got is 3.8. So, when we square it up, 3.8 into 3.8 gives us 14.44, minus 4.2 into minus 4.2 gives us 17.64, minus 2.2 into minus 2.2 gives us 4.84, 2.8 into 2.8 is 7.84, minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 is 0.04. So, same way we total this whole square values of small x and we get the total as 44.8. The next step is finding the square of small y. So, deviation y value. So, here the first is 18.8. So, when we square it up, 18.8 into 18.8 gives us 353.44. The next result is 17.2 into 17.2 gives 295.84. Go on with 10.2 into 10.2 and the result is 104.04. 8.8 into 8.8 square gives you the value 77.44, and the last one is 0.2 into 0.2 gives you the answer as 0.04. Now, please add up all this y square values and you get up as total 830.8. Keep it safe for the next calculation. The next column is capital X square. Remember, this is very much different from small x. So, go to the capital X column and look at the first value. Here the first value is 12. So, when we square up 12, 12 into 12 gives us 144. Similarly, the second value 4 into 4 gives us 16. The third 6 into 6 is 36, 11 into 11 is 121 and 8 into 8 is 64. Total all the capital X square values and get 381 as the answer. So, friends, keep all the results for the next estimation of the coefficients. Now, let us summarize the table. The sum of small x y column is 190.08. The sum of square of small x column is 44.8. The sum of square of small y column is 830.8 and the sum of square of capital X is 381. Using these calculated elements, we are going to estimate the coefficients and other estimates. The first one is beta hat. As you already know, beta hat is equal to sigma small x y by sigma small x square, We substitute the value for sigma small xy 190.08. Similarly, we substitute sigma small x square value 44.8. When we divide these numbers, we get the answer 4.26. So, here in this case beta hat is 4.26. Now, let us come to the coefficient alpha hat. Alpha hat is equal to y bar minus beta hat x bar. Y bar is computed as 61.2 the table, and minus beta hat, as you all know, already computed, is 4.26 is substituted here. X bar is 8.2. So, while we multiply and subtract, we get the answer 26.27. Alpha hat is 26.27. The third important estimate is variance of the error term sigma hat square. The formula is sigma e square by n minus 2. Sigma e square is nothing but sigma small y square minus beta hat square sigma small x square, and according to the formula it should be divided by n minus 2. As usual, you substitute the value for sigma y square. The value sigma y square is 830.8, beta hat is 4.26. So, since it is a square, you have a square, and sigma x small x square is 44.8. Substitute and calculate, and you get the answer 830.8 minus 813.012. The denominator is n minus 2. Here in this case the number of data is 5. So, 5 minus 2 is 3. So, after subtracting the numerators values, you get the answer 17.788 by 3. When you divide by 3, the answer is 5.93. So, here the variance of the error term sigma hat square is 5.93. Utilizing this variance, we are going to compute variance of beta hat. Variance of beta hat is equal to sigma hat square by sigma small x square. As computed earlier, sigma hat square is 5.93 and sigma x square in this case is 44.8. On division, 5.93 by 44.8 gives us 0.132. So, 0.132 is the variance of beta hat. With the help of this value, we are going to estimate the standard error of beta hat. It is nothing but the root of 0.132, that is the variance of beta hat. So, the root is 0.36. So, the standard error of beta hat estimated is 0.36. As for variance of beta hat, we go on with variance of alpha hat. Here the formula is variance of beta hat into sigma capital X square divided by n. As we have already calculated variance of beta hat, we substitute the value 0.132 here in this formula, and accordingly sigma capital X square value 381. The n value is 5. So, on multiplying these two values we get 5.0292, and on dividing by 5 the answer is 10.058. So, in our study, the case study, variance of alpha hat is 10.058. Now, how to calculate standard error of alpha hat? Just as we did for beta hat, we find the root of 10.058 and get the answer 3.17. So, the standard error of alpha hat computed is 3.17. A very important estimate that we are going to do next is R square, also called the goodness of fit. So, R square is equal to beta hat square sigma small x square divided by sigma small y square. Just as we did previously, substitute the value for beta hat as 4.26, square it up, sigma x square is 44.8 and sigma small y square is 830.8. So, on calculation or multiplication of all these terms together, you get 813.01 and the denominator 830.08. On dividing these numbers, you get R square value 0.99. So, here the R square value is 0.99. Next is the F statistics, and for computing F statistics we have the formula sigma small y square divided by k minus 1, the whole divided by sigma e square divided by n minus k. Let me repeat that k is the number of parameters given in the case, n is the number of data. So, here you have k as 2, n as 5. The remaining things, as we did earlier, you have to substitute sigma y small y square 830.8 and sigma e square 17.79. On computation you get 830.8 by 5.93 and the result is 17.79. So, this 17.79 is the F statistic calculated value for this study. I would also like to tell you regarding this denominator. This denominator is nothing but variance of error term which we have already calculated. So, if you look at the third step, variance of error term sigma hat square is 5.93. So, we are substituting that 5.93 for calculating the F value. Let us now compute the t statistics for beta hat, and the formula here is beta hat by standard error of beta hat. In this case, as calculated earlier, the value of beta hat is 4.26 and standard error of beta hat is 0.36. On dividing 4.26 by 0.36, we get the result 11.833. So, t statistics value for beta hat is 11.833. Similarly, t statistics for alpha hat is computed as alpha hat by standard error of alpha hat. The value of alpha hat is 26.27 and the standard error of alpha hat as computed earlier is 3.17. On substitution and on division, we get the answer 8.287. Following the template that we already know, we go with the reporting of SLRM model for this cost function. So, here in this cost function, y hat is estimated as equal to 26.27 plus 4.26 x. The standard error value for alpha hat is 3.17 and for beta hat is 0.36. The calculated t value for alpha hat is 8.287 and for beta hat it is 11.833. On the right side, we place the F statistics which we have calculated with 1,3 degrees of freedom. The value computed was 140.10. Similarly, the R square value that we obtained is 0.99. Based on this template, now we are going to interpret the SLRM model for the cost function. The table F value at 1,3 degrees of freedom at 5% level of significance is 10.1, and the table T value at 3 degrees of freedom at 5% level of significance is 3.182. The procedure for obtaining F value and T value was discussed in the previous session. Now, let us interpret the SLRM model that we have obtained. The model is significantly different from the null model because the calculated F value at 1,3, that is 140.10, was found to be greater than the table F value 10.1. The R square value 0.99 shows that 99% of the variation in y is explained by the model. Beta hat is significant because the calculated T value of beta hat 11.833 is greater than the table T value 3.182. On an average, the total cost of the firm increases by 4.26 rupees for an increase of 1 unit of output. This is also called the marginal cost. This 4.26 rupees is the beta hat coefficient. To conclude, I have illustrated the estimation, reporting and interpretation of a simple linear cost function or cost model using a simple linear regression model framework and observations on cost and output. I hope in this session you would have gained an understanding on the various stages of this process. Thank you so much for listening.